Oh, okay,
Jake
cool.
Busey. Jake Busey. I mean, until Pretty or someone that can politically correct me, Jake, you're Jake Busey tonight. Great grandson of Gary Busey.
Gary,
Gary, the big Gary.
the big Gare Bear.
Hold hold on. Let's see. Let me pause this here. Yeah, I had. Are you there, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm here,
Okay,
buddy.
okay. Yeah, I had to pause my stream. Like I had YouTube queued up, and it always gets like the first 10 seconds of me talking shit. But
Sounds like the rest of the 10 seconds.
like Jake Busey bailed on us. Like only two watching now. He's like, "Fuck you, man." but uh, no, man. So just hi, all you fucking YouTubers out there. Man, it's Josh. Sorry we're late. I was watching Smokey and the Bandit though. They released Smokey and the Bandit in the theaters, and I had to take my 13-year-old son to go watch Buford T. Justice. Hence this is the Buford T. Justice edition because I needed to get my and next week Cannonball Run. Oh yeah, we're definitely doing some Cannonball Run, but I love me some Captain Chaos. Dun dun dun. So but I got Ryan Bridges with me here. We might be running a skeleton crew tonight. So if you guys, I think we lost all our viewers. Oh no, there are two watching now. I think it's I'm watching and somebody else is watching. I don't know. But if it's just me and you, Ryan, oh look, Gooch is here. Yeah, fuck yeah, we got Gooch. What's
The
up, man?
Gooch?
Gooch Meister. Yeah. So I apologize for being late. Pretty was supposed to uh, uh, host tonight, but I guess he got tied up, and
He'll,
Michael
he'll
is MIA. So
he'll be joining us shortly. I think Chris said is what he
is,
said.
it, is he coming? Is he coming?
Yeah, he's coming. He's got to come first, and then he's coming.
Yeah, come first, come second. You know how that works. Yeah, I
um,
have some Spectra Airbrush. I'm out of water, but since like I'm committed to this podcast, I think or this webcast or what you want to call it, I think I'm gonna like dump some of this airbrush cleaner into my water bottle. I think it's just soapy water. It's just a nice way
well,
of saying soapy water, right?
right, basically. I mean, it's just a product that you
If it
apply with
cleans
extra
brushes,
soap.
if it cleans airbrushes, it'll clean brushes. I think.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't see
So
why. I have old water right now that I'm using. It's I haven't painted since the Alamo GT. So
oh yeah, tell
yeah,
me about Alamo. I didn't get to make it. I was stuck at the home
dude,
front.
Alamo GT put on by the Red Star Gaming guys is probably one of the most fun GTs I've ever gone for. I played 40K at that time, but of course I was going back and forth at the 30K haul. Saw your brother there. We were all
Yeah.
we
Is
were
he was he smashed?
Oh, would you? We were all three shades of the wind, man. Fucking Jay was just man. He was going strong since 7 a.m. Man, Jay,
Holy shit.
dude, he's a man. He's kind of a man.
He's a he was a trooper,
He's a
huh?
trooper. Well, they
The
have they
silent giant.
they have a bar like like between. Like just a giant bar between, or not giant, but like a bar between the 30K and the 40K side. Like, so we're all just going in there, sitting there, nothing but gamers in there getting fucking drinks. Man,
Yeah,
I
hell
think
yeah.
I think I must have drank like between my first and second round. I think I drank like 6 beer.
That
And
sounds like my kind of event. Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
oh man, I was hammered. And I did pretty decently actually,
Hell
considering.
yeah, man. See
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like I bartended for years. I know, like all of a sudden it's like off subject, right? But no, this pertains, right? And I bartended down in South Padre for this thing,
Ooh,
for spring break, right? Me and Zach
right.
actually we went down there, and I met a bartender down there. He was like ranked number 8 in the world. Like I'm talking like this guy was badass. Could flip 4 bottles, catch them in the air. This guy was just like, you know. So we're there and we're all doing our thing, and this guy is just amazing. I'm like in awe of this guy. I mean, my little flair can't even touch this guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm fast.
Right.
I
Right.
hold my own. But this guy, right, ranked. They flew him in from Vegas. This guy is definitely the ringer. we're guaranteed to put a smile on everyone's face, show them a good time, put on the show, whatever.
Get all the
Well,
bitches.
yeah, exactly. But then, we get put at a bar together, and we commence to getting smashed, right? And
Oh,
like, I mean, yeah, like it is, one after the other. Like, everything we're drinking, we're making up shit to take shots to, because we give no fuck. I mean, spring break.
yeah, right. It's spring break. Now, I
Yeah,
don't think there's
exactly.
one person sober on the damn island. Fuck, Spuds McKenzie's fucking hammered.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
this dude starts to fail. Like, I mean, it
Whoa.
was like, I mean, it was like, 1 minute he's like flipping bottles and he's, throwing game and making a tips, and then all of a sudden he's like under the bar, like fucking almost, like almost passed out, right? So,
Really?
yeah. So this guy, right? It was like, here's this number 8 ranked bartender in the world, and he's smashed. I mean, it's like 11 o'clock. It's not even late yet, right? And this guy cannot even
Damn.
function. So it's like the next day, every bartender, and we have bartenders from Austin and Houston, and
Right.
bartenders from all over the great state of Texas, and they brought in this ringer, and we were all like, but after that, it was like we gave him so much shit because everybody knows that you're not a true bartender unless you can bartend waste space. Like, I mean, you have
Yeah.
got to maintain, because, like, I mean, you work at a bar, people are going to come up and try to buy you shots. You know what I'm saying? So you
Right.
have got to be able to maintain, not just what you're doing, but you have to be able to, like, your drawers got to come out right. Your money's got to come out right. This guy is like crying, like behind the bar, like I mean, he is like so drunk, like my mom didn't hug me enough, and I'm like, dude, you get it together, man. I said we've got to ring this bar, and I mean, yeah, we gave him shit the whole. His name was Mark, great guy, man, number 8 ranked bartender in the world,
That's
and
hilarious.
yeah, so it was like, oh man, you're not a bartender at all. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yeah,
can't
dude.
bar. But you gotta be able to freaking maintain.
So that
I
was
mean,
like,
that's what I think.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, dude.
Okay, so I think that all pertains to, like, you can't warhammer unless you can warhammer like waist face.
Dude,
Like my brother is like king of being able to warhammer waist face.
he was hamming
He
the wars, dude, when he was drunk, dude. I mean, he was picking up guys, he was making a scene, and I was feeling it, dude. I even told him at one moment, I was like, dude, I feel like you're a unicorn transforming into like a Pegasus of some kind of destruction god, dude. And I was just like, man,
yeah
in that moment, like I'm pretty sure there was like a bunch of little kids running around him, dancing around with flowers and shit. He was magnificent. Dude, I mean, that's kind of a good story though that you just told, because that's kind of like your Karate Kid moment, you know?
that is. I mean, like here it was, like this guy was supposed to be like, yeah, I was like the underdog, right? Like I was like,
Right.
yeah, you know.
They had the Eye of the Tiger
So,
going on, and you're fucking
oh yeah, shit,
pouring
yeah,
these shots. This girl's asking for some roofie Tuesday, whatever the fuck, and you're just like, hey,
yeah.
here it is. There you go. Never mind
Right,
my
right.
coworker.
Number, yeah. The crying bitch in the corner. Yeah. No, it was like that. It was like Clerks 2, where what's his name is like jerking off in the corner while the guy's like masturbating a donkey. Yeah, it was like, yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
but
so funny,
gotcha.
actually. Holy shit, man. Like, I mean, like you're supposed to be a legend. Like, you're supposed to be a legend. You coming down there, and all these young kids just be like, you know what? Hey, dude, we bartend just like you. And then the
Yeah,
Josh. That was the legend of the Josh.
yeah. Oh, we had a good time down there, man. I tell you what, Justce, he was down in '89. Who knows? I may have served you one or two. But yeah, me and my brother, man, we put it to it. You know what I'm saying? And that was
That's pretty
definitely,
awesome, dude.
yeah, yeah. That's like stories for around the campfire. Like, uh, after a good freaking 30K match. I'll tell those
Yeah.
stories. But
Dude, yeah. Hey, I'm coming down on the 10th.
are you?
Yeah,
We gonna play or
yeah,
what?
I'll play. I'm down, dude. I'm coming in the morning. I'll bring my freaking Night Lords.
Yeah. Just to keep me posted, because like I have the world's worst memory, like, on the planet. Like, I mean,
Oh,
I'm like, I suffer from. I think I'm partially like the Alzheimer's. You know what I'm saying? The old timers disease or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
dude.
I think like I'm already like practicing my senility,
Yeah.
because I want to be able to give little kids the finger. I mean, I
Yeah.
really do. I look forward to that. And people say, "Oh, don't mind him. He's got the Alzheimer's,"
Yeah, right.
and,
Look at
and
him.
he's just a little demented. I mean, I mean, I'm practicing that because I mean, I want to get to that stage where people just disregard me as, you know, uh, oh, don't worry about him. He's just getting old.
He's just the old guy, with
He's
the
just
with the,
old.
with the problem. It's
Yeah.
all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like leave
dude.
the house with like no pants on. That's what I want to be like that. So it's like, oh my God, it's like I got no pants. Don't worry, he's old. That's just the way. That's just how he does. So.
Well, I mean, I don't wear pants now half the time. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not even wearing pants
Damn.
right now. So
Is that a prerequisite? Welcome to the party.
yeah, right, dude. I mean, shit. If you're at your own house wearing pants, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Damn it! I might take my pants off right now. I don't give a damn. Yeah.
Dude, I don't even care. So what's up, man? What are you working on?
I'm actually I pulled this Cestus down. I think eighth editions inspired me to like paint some of these models that I've had for so long. Like I have
Right.
so many models to paint and so much stuff in like different um, stages of not disrepair, but like everything's put together pretty much. It's just
Right.
I need to paint, and there's like stuff that I need to prime. You get to that, where you're at that, where everything needs to be primed. So you're looking for something to paint, but you can't paint it because it hasn't been primed yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You like,
Right.
like because assembly for me is a lot of fun. It's actually I love painting, but like assembly is like one of those mind numbing. Just turn your brain off and put models together. Like so I'll sit here and I'll put models together. I'll turn my brain off and because it's like instructions, smuctions. Who needs that shit? I'm just gonna
I
put
do.
this shit together. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
like I did. I put together Crawl last week. And
Oh
opened
yeah,
up
I
the
remember.
box, put him together, and he's there, but he's not primed, so I can't paint him. So I'm looking around at shit that I have primed that I need to paint, and I was like, look, there's a Cestus. It's a big model. Let's do that while I webcast.
I can understand.
So here I am. I'm painting the Cestus,
I'm
and
paint.
go ahead. What are you doing?
I'm painting up some world eaters, so I want to see your cestus, dude.
It's
Ooh,
white.
it's
It's
big and
white.
white. I
It's big
like
and
it.
white. But like, see, here's the thing. This is like finished Cestus.
Oh,
And this is like, yeah. So yeah, there's two. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the whole thing, right? But get this, right? So I had this idea, like in the beginning, that I was going to dump out. I was going to take one Cestus with Angron and a Tartarus squad. Tartarus Terminators.
right.
I was going to dump him out of the Cestus, and then then they were like, I guess this was before the second book dropped, but I misread the rules. Like I'm thinking, oh yeah, I can put Terminators, 10 models of Terminators, Angron in there with his whippy ass armor. I can put him in there too and just dump him out, and everything's going to be hunky dory. But then they released that only models in Terminator or Power Armor can ride in the Cestus.
And he doesn't
Where,
even have either. He has
yeah,
gladiator.
yeah,
Fucking
anything that's like named armor does not count as power armor. That's armor of Mars he wears. You know what I'm saying?
that's
It's like, that
bullshit.
is the biggest load of bullshit, right? Primark should be able to ride an Cestus because Angron would be jumping out of this motherfucker
I feel
all
like
day, every day.
a cestus is a representation of Angron. I feel
Angron,
like
yeah,
it's the
exactly.
embodiment. It literally hurls itself full force into something to unleash its payload, and that is Angron.
Oh my God, geez, like the Cestus was. I mean, they should have named it the Angronistus or something.
Yeah, right.
Because basically this vehicle is an embodiment of Angron. It's like, give me
Yeah.
something fast, give me something with a shit ton of a bulk in the front, firepower, and just let me run into shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
that's
Right.
what Angron does. He's like
Right.
a jog. Like I look at the Cestus as like a juggernaut on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing
Yeah.
was like the unstoppable force. That's on the battlefield. And Angron should be able to jump out of this thing, like run into anything. ram that fuel dump. You know what I'm saying? Or ram
Yeah.
those. And then all of a sudden, bam, you're out with your red butchers, and you're tearing ass. Like I was gonna take two, one full of red butchers, and then one, to take out soft targets, because you only get one chain fist
Right.
in a red butcher's squad. You know what I'm saying? Or you could take two squads of 5, with 2 devoured in there, because everything else has got power axes. I mean, they're brutal. You know what I'm saying? But and don't get me wrong, like it's enough. That one guy with 2 power axes,
Chain fist.
chain fists, he wrecked shop, man. Like last time I
Right.
did Joe Mortalis against Jay, I took out all his contemptors with like red butchers. I mean,
Holy shit.
the devoured just tore ass.
Those red butchers are no joke, and but that's a very thematic kind of like feel, and also I was talking to Chris at Alamo about like how you build a list, right? A lot of, for me personally, what do you look at when you're building your list, dude? For me, I was telling him, I was like, for me, it's like what I want this army to play like on the field, but to represent what I have in my mind, the narrative that goes behind the army, right?
Right.
I think that's a very important factor. I think that's what keeps me from having the hobby OCD, from hopping from army to army. You know what I mean? Because I want to get this force on the field. Like, I want, like right now I'm paying some world eaters.
I don't see why it took you this long to get world eaters. Like, I mean, I understand the Night Lords. I mean, you are obviously the living embodiment of the Night Lords, but I know you're a corn player. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a world eater from way back in the day,
Yeah.
So I mean, when I look at you, and I think about your musical career. I mean, I see the haunter. You know what I'm saying? I see it's all over. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that you're also, the way your play style is up and in your face.
Yeah.
And no fucks given. So I mean, I look at that and I wonder. I was like, man, I said, what took you so long to become a world eater player?
Man, honestly, I had it in 40K. I think I have like 80 berserkers, corn berserkers.
Uh-huh.
Like, yeah, for an ungodly amount of berserkers that you'll never field, right? Unless you're playing APOC, right? But like, I just love it. The world eaters, like Karn's one of my favorite characters, but so many people play them. And for me, I fell in love with the Night Lords first. That was my first army I ever played. Back in 30.
Hey, admit it was Weber that ruined it for you, right?
Huh?
It was Weber that ruined it for you.
Yeah. Weber had a bunch. I was like, man, I don't want to use those guys.
Yeah, it's Weber's fault. Weber did it. Yeah, Weber, if you're out there, it's all your fault, man.
But like, to be honest, like, I mean, honestly, dude, I don't know, man. I am such a sucker for all the Trader Legions. Like, I'm a fanboy. I don't have a Loyalist Legion whatsoever. The only Loyalist, the only Loyalist thing I've ever owned was a Black Templar army. So it's kind of been that situation. It's like, man, I have the Iron Warriors that I painted up. Kind of it's a small force, like 1,500 points, but it's still Iron Warriors. And then I have over, I think 15,000 points of Night Lords.
Yes.
I have a problem.
The true love right there.
Yeah, hey dude, Sons of Courage, bro. Then then I have Emperor's Children. I have some Justce. I have a Abaddon's freaking Justce, and I have nothing but Terminators for them. I have about 50 Terminators for Abaddon's army.
God damn.
Yeah, I know, dude. But I also use
a fucking on that, so man.
Dude, you know what? Okay, so here's the thing. Right, I've been going to like all these bits bazaars that we have, and I'll use mix and match pieces. Right, I'll grab some of the 40K Chaos Terminators and mix them with.
Dude, I remember your first Dread Claws. I remember your Dread Claws. The upside down drop pod. Yeah, I was like, would you look at this guy kicking my ass with these shitty ass drop pod Dread Claws? I was like, damn.
Baller on a budget, bro.
Yeah, I was like, let's do some
right.
fireball.
I can't even call myself that. Yeah, let's
the
do
more fireball I do, the better those ambulances look like.
They were functionally working. I know.
Yeah.
Well, now I have, But it's just slowly collected. I mean, there's so many people that just like go and try. I had a lot of Xenos armies, but I stopped playing Eldar because I
Eldar.
just couldn't do it anymore. I like Dark Eldar. That's the only Xenos army I have left. But I'll never quit them because they're like the embodiment of what I am.
That's my
But
brother. Yep.
yeah, exactly. And so no, I mean, like I just started playing. For when it's just the 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 appeal of the Traitor Legions compared to like the Loyalist Legions. I get where like Loyalist fans come from. I get the whole idea. I get the whole like yes, you're stalwart defenders of an empire that's bloated in my own mind, but you're heroic. But like the Traitor Legions, like they're just the barbarians at the wall, the door, at the walls, just or the doors, just ready to hammer it in. But they're not just that. There's so much more, and I just feel they're so much more fleshed out. Like I mean, just seeing the thematic world eaters, just world eater army on there, like one dude getting shot in the head, and everybody else is just charging towards that dude that shot it.
Yeah. Hey, dude,
It's
how do
just
you feel about white though, man? Like, I mean,
I hate
God,
it.
that's like it's like the word. Like that was the one thing that kept me from playing World Eaters right off the bat.
That was major. Yeah, that was my major. Like I love. It's easy painting dark. I always say when you prime black, it's fine, it's perfect. But
Mm-hmm.
man, painting white and then getting the correct, like just the correct strokes, the correct detail, like just everything. It's so tedious.
Oh yeah. And then you know what's like right now? What I'm doing with this Cestus is like I'm painting all the shit that's supposed to be dark, like the engines, the inside of the missile pods, the fucking thrusters. Like I'm painting it black, and you get one little speck of black on the white
Oh,
parts. It's like, oh, game over. It's
it's
like, oh,
ruined.
yeah. It's like, oh, you're pretty white. Just got fucked because you dropped a dab of freaking black on it. So it's like, motherfucker. Like, I mean, I'm cussing. I'm like, then I got to go back over to white. And if you don't wait till it dries, you put the white on there, it turns into like a gray, and then just smears all over your freaking model. And that's like, oh. And then you do it like with like, um, I know some people like, uh, they'll take all their heads and they'll paint their heads on little bamboo sticks.
I can't do that.
I can't do that either. Fuck that. Like, I mean, that is like, I mean, hey, hats off to you. But you know what happens? Like, I tried that once. Like, I had the corks all set up. I had torso. I had the legs. I had 2 arms. And I had about fucking 50 freaking. You have to paint one model like that. Like, if you paint one model like that, hey, cool. But here's what the fucking problem was with me was that I painted this model and it looked good. Like every piece was detailed. Every piece was like titties. It only took me like fucking 12 hours to paint the motherfucker. When I could knock out like a squad of 20 in like a sit down session. But like
Right.
here's the thing, like I put and so then I go to put them all together, and like you get the glue on the fucking painted pieces, and like your paint starts to fucking like melt and
Oh
it looks
yeah.
like shit. Yeah, like that is like that was like the worst, right? Like here you're looking at this beautiful model, this is gonna look so tits when I put it together,
Right.
and then you over glue or like squeeze too much glue out, or your little fucking your little glue stick that you're applying with, gets on the fucking or some glue drips onto the foot, and like the paint starts to slide off and gum up. You're like,
Oh, it
yeah, that is
smudges
like a
it.
motherfucker.
Well, you got the freaking like super like right. Wait, when we're working with super glue, it's different, right? I understand. But when sometimes I'll admit I like the plastic glue. I like it where it binds it, just so it holds it. The worst feeling in the world is when I'm gluing the model together because I did that with my Karn, my 40K Karn, right?
Uh-huh.
The new beautiful model. Like I have
Oh, the
right
one
here.
again, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like I have right here, and
That is a beautiful model.
I know, like I had to put a little Imperial Fist, like just butchered at his face.
Yeah, because fuck the fist.
Right, I gave them a fist, but like seriously, I had him and I dropped glue right on the fucking chain axe, and it's like his axe was already painted. And I painted him in pieces. I try to do that with characters. I try, with characters, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'll take more time on it. It's going to be more of a detailed work. I want to get it focused. Like like I paint my demons. Bigger models, it's easy to do. When you're doing these little ones,
Yeah.
especially if they're plastic model, which that's why I prefer the resin, because if I get a little super glue, I can just kind of clean it off real quick. But that being said, I dropped it on there, and man, it's smudged and it melts that axe a little bit. Oh, dude, I had
Yeah,
epoxy and green stuff it. It's mold and shave it, and
yeah.
make it so
You
much.
just want to throw the model. You're like, fuck this model, fuck it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to
but
go
hey,
up to fucking Duncan and punch him right in the nose and be like,
yeah,
dude, paint my model for me, please, sir.
yeah, yeah. You told me to do it in pieces, Duncan. You fucking cock. You know. I mean, so yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. You and your
no,
perfect
but
little freaking paint techniques.
and
Yeah, yeah,
your charming voice and
yeah. Yeah. Sounds so polite.
God, I love you. What?
Yeah. I want to have my babies. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
please.
Speaking
Yeah.
of that, okay, I want to go off topic for a second. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Sure.
You know, uh, so I mean, we do have Pretty in the chat, and Simon's asking where all the good-looking dudes are. Of course, that's what Simon's usually looking for, just good-looking dudes.
Hey, man, you get
Yeah,
the mutts like us, dude. Hey, but fucking.
yeah. But I mean, I
We're
can understand he's looking for good-looking dudes. You know, I mean, to each his own. But this brings me up to like a point. Like, I don't know if any in the chat or you Ryan have watched this new show that came out called American Gods. Y'all seen this thing? Have you seen the preview of this?
No, I have not.
Okay, so yeah, I bootleg it. I got the Fire Stick. It's freaking awesome. So I like
Fucking amazing, yeah.
I'm like three episodes or 4 episodes in. I think I've watched every one up to date, right? And so my wife comes in. And this is like, before this episode dropped. We're talking about last episode, which is not this past Sunday, but the Sunday prior, right? And
Right.
my wife comes in. She goes, "Hey, man, there's this big freaking stink on the internet about that show that you watch, American Gods." And I'm like, "What about it?" And she said, well, supposedly they had like a 4 minute dude on dude homosexual scene, right? And and so I mean, like at this point, the conversation could go one of two ways, right? And so I was like, you know what, fuck it. I said, yeah, I watched it. And she goes, you watched it for the full 4 minutes? I said, it's not like I was there like taking notes. It was on the TV, and it was going on. But like, I mean, I wasn't like, oh, let me critique this scene, I mean, but we're
Yeah.
talking like 4 minutes, like
Hey,
four
dude.
fucking minutes.
Just dudes
Yeah.
understanding other dudes, man. I mean, like, hey, whatever.
Hey, to teach their own. But here's the thing, right? Like, because like I did glance up, and notice it, and it was shot really well. The scene was shot really well. It wasn't like.
They
But the
loved
thing,
each other.
but the thing is it was done with two straight dudes, right? Like, I mean, like, if that's your claim to fame, like, your 4 minutes in the spotlight is like, touching wangs with another dude on screen. Hey, go for it, whatever. But the thing was what made it a big stink was there were two Muslim dudes, right? So you had
Oh,
two.
really? Wow,
Had
that's a big. Yeah, that's.
yeah, so not only do you have two homosexuals, but you have two Muslim homosexuals, and then you have like 4 fucking minutes of it, right? I'm talking
Yeah.
like fucking, like the dong was like I mean the angle was all wrong. So because it's not like really happening, because anybody that's been up in the butt, and there's some of y'all in the chat that probably been there. You know what I'm saying? So Simon, I don't think Simon knows what I'm talking about, but maybe dude on dude because he does look for other dudes. But
That's
good
only in
looking one.
heresy. Only in
Yeah,
heresy.
that's only heresy. But anyway, so the angle was all wrong, but it's like one guy's towering over the other dude, and I think he's got like his legs. I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention, but like the angle was like, I mean, you would have to have like knees pinned back to your head to get to the butthole. I mean, even whether it's a dude or a
Okay.
chick, you have to have that kind of action, So
Right.
I mean,
You gotta be in shape. In shape. Okay.
yeah, you gotta be limber,
All
limber. I'm
right.
sure,
Fair.
And
I
it was like
respect a good athlete. All right.
dude on dude missionary was like not happening. I mean, like it's not. So I mean, I really didn't put any like validity into the scene, but it was shot really well, I mean, for the sake of like good theater, or I guess good movies, the show was freaking pretty insane, intense. And I
That's
guess
pretty.
if you're a god, what I'm saying, hey, I guess shit gets boring, right? I mean, why not? I mean, I mean,
Dude, the Ultramarines do it all the time. So,
that's
like, I
exactly
mean,
right. Exactly right.
so it's like, you know what, dude? Teach their own, bro. Like, I
Right.
mean, for
What
me,
would Hitler
the
do?
Greeks, huh? Yeah, what would you don't want to know what he would do, but
Right.
uh, But no,
You're absolutely right. I mean, I never put two and two together, but I would peg the Ultramarines as the Greeks. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
mean,
but that's
Greek
what they're
lettering, Greek
they're the
alphabet,
cross between the Greeks and the Romans, man. And,
uh,
it's a very but
copious amounts of
that
lamb.
certain stuff, yeah, that kind of
You
stuff's
know,
been around
big
forever.
fat,
That's
big fat weddings. You know, I mean,
yeah,
I guess it makes sense.
yeah, dude. Yeah, Gilliman was a big time mama's boy. I can tell you
Oh yeah,
that.
for
He
sure.
got so upset when Kurz almost killed his mom.
Who Dorn?
I just,
Yeah, that just
I feel
happened.
like Dorn. I feel like Dorn and Gilliman are like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah. They take turns being the
Bert knowing
father.
you. Hey, Bert.
He's like, Dorn, oil me up, get in your diaper, and let's go wrestle. And he's like, yeah, we wrestled last week.
I remember what happened, Gilliman.
You ever watch like wrestling? They all start like on each other. You know, it's like it's like oh, start from this position. What? Like the dude's behind me already. Like I didn't
Fun,
ask for this.
fun fact. I used to be a wrestler.
Were you a wrestler?
Dude, I was in those positions many a time.
You're behind me. Oil me up. Oil me up.
It's like, I'd be like, hey, what are you doing after this, bro?
Not gonna go pizza.
Go, no biggie. Josh, what the fuck? Oh,
I'm
Jesus
sorry. I'm
Christ.
sorry.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I don't really care.
I don't really care. I was wrestling. I was damn good at it too.
But like honestly, I will say okay. I'm gonna say this right, and
Man.
don't think of me as an Ultramarine supporter by any means, because I think they're the most runtiest. Oh, here I got one
That's
for
my
you too,
son.
buddy. Over here.
That's it. Yeah,
All right,
next time.
but for me, like I think it was pretty progressive that like the most strongest person in Gilliman's life is the female figure that he has. I find that to be very, very cool, and that's a very cool aspect.
Okay,
Like,
so fill me in because I like what you're talking about here is like I'm behind on the books, and it's because of my life is.
well, I mean, honestly, like I said, I've never been an Ultramarine fan.
Okay.
Since they've always been the poster boy, and the reason I've garnished hate for them was because they're the poster boys, they get all the love. But I've always, I mean, when I've read the Heresy, read most of the Heresy books, and like Gilliman has like I can't remember her name for God's sake, but he has
You had a mama?
huh? Yeah,
You had a
Mama.
mama?
He was, I think, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he was the only Primarch that was raised by a female, and and he respects her more. I feel he respects her more than the Emperor. I feel he looks up to her as like, as a motherly figure, and I think that's what makes Gilliman so unique compared to his brothers, and so more in control of himself, is
So he's got
because
like a connection to his
he,
feminine side.
right.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you all a story one time, and this is something it's always stuck with me, and that's what kind of like rang with me when I read that moment. I went and saw Holocaust survivor at my school college when I was at U of H. We sat in class with them,
Okay.
and and he said he was, he told us about his story and everything, and told us how he lost his mother and all that stuff, and then he told us about like how females running for office is a big deal because he believed, in himself. He just said, he always feels like the leaders of the world could realistically be a good mother if they're mothers, if they're moms, because only they know the pain of bringing a child into the world, and only that,
Oh, okay.
so it's like the pain of having them leave the world would be even greater for them. So it's always stuck with me, kind of like this little ringing thing, between the drugs and the alcohol. Not playing, but between just like throughout life, I always thought of that, something searching. And when I read that about Gilliman, and it's like, as much as I tease, make fun of the guy, I call him a little wimpy boy. Yes, he's a punk, but like, I feel like that's what makes him so unique in the way he is, because he seems more in control of himself than all his other brothers. He doesn't seem to be victim of the same hubris as his brothers. He doesn't seem to be the victim of the same greed as his brother.
And I bet he learned how to make a good sandwich, like a
He sure as hell did, dude. Like, you know what? Like Marius Gage was like, "Hey, Dad, hey, fucking, me and the boys are home from 2 a.m. drinking. We were driving around just busting some word bearer heads. We need some fucking sandwiches, bitch."
It's like, oh, you boys. Oh, you boys.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, you guys.
Your favorite soda's in the fridge, too. But,
I want some Sunny D. You want some Sunny D? Yeah.
Oh, man. And just with like a fucking sitting with a fucking like an apron on, just cooking. Did you study your codex?
Yes. Okay, that is definitely a Gilman reference now. Yeah.
Now we're back to making fun of Gilman.
Yeah.
No
Shut
more
up,
respect.
Bitch, make me a sandwich. Shut up, bitch, make me a sandwich.
No more respect for Gilman.
Yep. Yeah, you gave him enough props. Yeah, take him down.
Right, I'm done. Hey. Yeah. I'll grab back. Hey, I'm gonna go grab a drink.
When you leave me here by myself.
Okay, well, hey, talk about your future projects for 8th edition.
Okay.
And I'll come back with mine.
All right. Okay, so my future projects for 8th edition, is I have none. I have plenty of shit to paint, but let's go to the chat. Let's take a break here from painting. Let me go into the chat and catch up. Okay. All right. Let me back up a little bit. I think we wanted to go back to the gate. I think the last thing I looked was, you going to describe his dick in detail? No, San Pedro, I'm not. But it was like a baby's arm holding the apple. No, I'm just I'm just playing. Let's see. So the Iron Warriors were not the Greeks, by the way. The Iron Warriors definitely not the Greeks. But I mean, yeah, you know what? They did come from Olympia, which I guess maybe a reference to Roman or Greek mythology. Olympus, Mount Olympus with Zeus and whatnot. Elaborate, Sam. I mean, I'd like to hear why you think the Iron Warriors are Greek. I mean, yeah. And I didn't take any notes, Scooch. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to watch the episode on your own.
Shit.
Let's see, Simon chips in. Simon makes, he does have when it comes to Ultramarines backstory fluff. Simon is pretty good with it, and he says that's his mom. Well, he had a dad too, Bridges. Huh.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He doesn't talk about his dad. Funny. No, just playing.
Right? That didn't give me enough hugs.
Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy wasn't there.
Daddy's overgrown son was sitting home alone, just fucking raising himself. Didn't even get to learn how to play with the other boys.
No one properly taught him how to masturbate.
Right.
That's
puts up aggression.
My son,
hey,
need to hit the
at least he had a parent, all right? Fucking poor Kurz. He ate his.
Right? Right? Mom was delicious. Tell me about your mom. She was delicious. Oh, shit.
Jesus. The rebellious boy bands, fucking. Well, who was it, Michael, that said, that Mortarian, Korax, and Kurz would have started, the most, freaking extreme, ska band or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You see that? Kind of mighty boss tones.
Right? Daddy didn't love me. That's what it's.
Daddy didn't love me. Yeah.
So.
Instead of the angry Samoans, it's like the angry Primarchs. Yeah.
Oh, so Simon's what? Simon in the chat? I can't watch this shit.
Yeah, Simon's in the chat. He says, "I'll fight you, Bridges. Swear to God." What's up, Samson? Samson's in the chat.
Dude, he can't find me. We love each other too much.
Oh yeah. Like 4 minutes worth of love.
Right, dude. Like Emma Watson and. Well, never mind.
Dude, I can see y'all lesbo out on each other.
Of course.
Like licking the clam. Like we like clam licking each other. Yeah.
Just call it clam hour. Chris Pretty said he's out. He's leaving us, bro.
Pretty's not in?
He said he's not gonna be able to do it, bro.
You got wifed.
Yeah,
I said it. You got wifed. I don't want to know where my brother is. My brother never leaves me hanging. And like,
dude, you know what? Like, Zach, you know, he swung by at Alamo. I saw him for a little bit, and then he left. And I was like, man, I was like, this is just like when I was a kid. You know, this is what it felt like.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else left me. Yeah.
Waiting for like for Faster Pussycat to start singing "House of Pain" in the background.
Right? Yes.
Now there's no one home in my house, pain. Yeah. Yeah, my brother, man. Well, he's got a job now. Like he's actually having to work for a living. You know, like catch bad guys and shit. You know, so.
Dude, he's kind of the Avenger. He's catching people like us, dude.
Oh yeah,
dude, it would be like the epic, like, you know, like superhero, super villain, but it'd be a twist. You guys are brothers.
No, see, I always wonder about that. Like me and my brother, like, you know, he's a cop and everything like that. But here's the thing, like the difference between my brother and me was like he had an older brother to get him out of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have an older brother to get me out of shit. You know, it was like, you know, he'd be like, bro, come pick me up. Where you at? I'm in the bushes. What do you mean in the bushes? There's cops all over the place. Come get me.
He's one of them.
Bro, I'm tripping on some pills. And I'm like, what? You know, so, yeah, I mean, so I'd be like, all right, I'm on my way. And I'd go pick him up or, you know, get him out of shit, you know. So, I mean, but that was like, you know, my brother did worse shit than I did. He's a fucking cop, you know what I'm saying? The thing is that he didn't get caught. I got caught. I got all kinds of caught, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but you know, I mean, and that's my bad. You know, I mean, I did it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, since then, like I you know, I just look like a criminal. You know, I mean.
Well, yeah, of course you do.
But thanks, Bruce. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, baby.
Yeah, I gotta keep up appearances. You know what I'm saying? You know. So.
Yeah, dude. I feel like it gives us that, like, you know, that risque appealing, you know, appeal. Yeah. You know, like somebody's got to be like the. Somebody's got to be the Sid Vicious of the group, right?
Oh, I love being referred to as Sid.
You're Sid, you know, and
fuck off.
Fuck off, man. Anarchy in the U.S.
Oh shit.
So,
you have the feeling you're being cheated? Well, I do.
I don't even know how to play my bass. May rest in peace.
Good times. Yep. But no, I mean, my brother, like definitely, you know.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. That's my brother. You know, I mean, I love him to death. You know, don't get in a car with him. Like if you're driving, you can't do anything right. You know what I'm saying? But if he's driving, you might not make it to your destination because he's a fool.
So is he the one with like the freaking like the, you know, remember when you were a student driving or whatever and you had like the instructor that's trying to tap his foot in?
No, man, like well, here we are. Yeah, here we are. Like he's like, hey, bro, I'm like, yeah. You know, you didn't completely come to a stop at that stop sign back there. I'm like, what?
Okay, cop.
I'm like, get the fuck out of my truck, dude. He's like, I'm just saying, you know. But here, this is the same dude. You get in the truck with him, and he's driving. And he like drives over like 3 medians to get at the other lane. You know, like I was like, what are you doing, bro? You can't drive over that. It's all right. I'm in a truck. You know, it's like. Yeah.
It sounds like.
I remember he'd already been in like a cop for a couple of years. He comes to me, he's like, hey, bro, you know those numbers on the steering column, like after the D? What are those for? I was like, are you serious, bro? Those are your gears. Like, I mean, well, it's automatic. I said, yeah, but you can like manually put it in the low gear, you know what I mean? And I'm like, they don't teach you aggressive driving in the police academy? Shit. I mean, like, I seriously worry about my brother sometimes. Like his car once sat in front of the house for like, I want to say 6 months because it had a flat tire, and he finally asked me, how do you change that? He's now getting to that, you know? So, but I love my brother. You know, I can talk shit about him all day, but he's my brother. Don't y'all talk shit about
I would
Brock
never.
too.
I love him. Like Zach is one of those guys. Oh, look at the pretty man.
So,
Oh, who's
boys,
here? Is that
Hey,
Simon?
baby.
Oh,
it
Simon
is.
came to defend
The
his honor.
Simeon.
You know
Yeah.
how it is. How are y'all?
I was just getting
Good,
ready to talk
baby.
about your photo spread in Playgirl as my
Dude,
content.
I picked that issue up, bro. Pick that issue up. I need to get it autographed.
I saw you spread your ass cheeks and everything.
I mean, you guys know how it is. I do what I got to do, all right?
Hey, man,
Yeah.
girls got to get through college, right?
College is
I
expensive,
tell
man.
you,
Come on. Law school's
if
expensive.
any one of us was going to be a male prostitute, I'd put my money on Simon.
I would too. Yeah.
I'll sell my body for money, dude. Just you do what you got to do.
You know what, dude? You know what, dude? Body can be art as well. And
I mean, dude, I'm
your
just saying.
art.
How else am I supposed to pay for my models if I don't whore myself out, right?
You know what? I feel
Yeah.
like that's a common theme these days, right? You know, it's like these models are super expensive,
Right, dude. I mean,
and
That's a monster.
you know, and our girlfriends and wives, they're all like, "Hey, dude, you're dropping a lot of money on your models." And they're complaining about it, but it's like, dude, this is what you said you wanted me to be happy. Well, you know what, dude?
dude, my response is always just, how much money did you spend on makeup? Oh, $300. Cool. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How many battles have your makeup won?
None.
0.
That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
take that, bitch.
Right? You know what? In 6 months, your makeup's gone, and my army is still here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and then
Unless,
you spend. I don't have to spend $300 every 6 months to get new models. I mean, I do anyways, but I don't.
yeah,
I
I mean, we
Yeah, I
don't
was like,
have to.
wait a minute.
There's a good topic. All right, so how do you guys focus on one army? Like, how do you focus on one army while you're painting all the way? Say you pick up 1,500 points of whatever the fuck, and just like, you know, hey, I'm gonna paint this army to completion before I start something else.
I mean,
Because
I can't do that.
I have a serious problem with being sidetracked.
I haven't
really
done
do.
that in a while, Bridges. I'm gonna be totally honest with these Imperial fists that I'm working on are probably the best that I'm doing it, and the way I'm doing it, honestly, is just I keep reading stuff and listening to audio dramas that have heresy
fair
fists in
point.
them.
Yeah.
So just like
See,
keeping like the
I can agree
focus.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to keep yourself pumped in the army, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily, there's no shortage of corn. So go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, though, like, a lot of times, for example, like, I don't have any idea. Like, when I start an army, I have no idea of how I'm going to play it. Like, I'm not one of those types of people that puts together, like, a 1,500 point list and say, okay, these are the models I need.
Really?
You know, I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I mean,
Why would you?
you know, like, no, I just start painting models. You know, like I'll start with TAC Marines, and because of course you're gonna need TAC Marines. You know,
Right. They're the bread and the butter.
Unless there's like, for example, like the Emperor's Children, I went with Cacophony. You know, I saw that you could take Cacophony as troops. You know, so I was like, sure, I'll pick up. I already have TAC squads. I'll go ahead and because I have a couple of Prospero boxes or whatever. But I'll go ahead and do some Cacophony. You know, because there's a special elite units. You know, whether they suck or not, like I'll pick up.
They definitely don't suck.
And the third company right award, dude. Oh, where they're troops, man. Those are some bad motherfuckers.
Dude, I went up against that army, and they just pushed so many wounds, and then knocked my leadership down, and I was like, holy crap, you know? Yeah, it was.
It knocked your dick off.
Yeah, it did. It knocked my dick in the dirt. Yeah,
I think what helps. Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
No, go ahead.
I was saying, I think what helps me too, Bridges, is I have a theme generally for each army. Like my Imperial Fist army is themed around the Siege of Terra. So like,
okay,
I kind of like know what I kind of build my army in around that, and that's kind of how I focus on that. I kind of write up narratives and stuff for that. So
right. Well, you know,
you're putting together more like a defensive army as opposed to
I mean, I'm building. It's like it's all. It's a really static. It's probably the first gunline army I've ever built. I mean, Ryan's known me for a while, and you've known me for a while now, Josh. I normally have a lot of assault elements in my army. For this one, it's like really just it's a gunline, which is kind of rare for me, but it's kind of fun to try out. So,
I was going to ask you, Simon, what is your answer with a gunline? What is your answer to drop pod? You know what I'm saying? I know they got, or like deep strike or drop pod. You know, they in your face. You know, do you try to like hit them with weight of fire or?
I mean, part of that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I've got So I'm taking a Firestorm readout and stuff. So I've got Icarus, Last Cannons on there. And then I've got the Deredeo, so I'm kind of just going to try and hit them with Interceptor as they come in, maybe. But then, yeah, if that doesn't do anything, just hit them with Weight of Fire and hope that it's not like a Storm Cannon Levy or something, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Death Blossom.
Yeah, that would not be... That'd be bad for me. But, I mean...
You know, Death Blossom definitely tears through some troops.
That is...
Yeah, that'd be a rough one. That'd be a tough one. I mean, honestly, I'd probably... Like, with my Imperial Fist list, I have, like, a 10-man Last Cannon squad, so hopefully they can... Yeah, it's expensive, but I've always wanted to do it, so...
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, like, that's my whole thing is, like, for these armies, even for the Night Lords, I started with the idea of how I want this army to represent on the battlefield. Like, for me, I get more fulfillment if it fulfills a role that I feel is more inclined towards what a Night Lord would do, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
when I feel 10 terror squads, right? Summons pods, some are infiltrating, you know, then you got that's my amble unit. They're there to put the heavy hit, then I got Kurz in a bike squad or Kurz in a raptor squad, whatever the hell. Regardless. But it's always this idea, this theme that comes into it. And that's what can be fulfilled within the game. Even when I first started playing even 40K, it's like I had a Black Templars and I had a Night Lord's army, right? So my first idea was like, hey, I'm gonna pull out a damn Emperor's Champion, and he's gonna lead my boys into battle. That's the whole. It's the whole thematic feel. It's the appeal of marching forward, bringing this force that you read about in the books. That's what I want to play.
So I can relate to that because, like, my world leaders, I always want to play with Angron or Khorne. Like, I gotta have that special character because I feel like the army wouldn't function if it wasn't being led by a strong general. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even more so than like just your regular Praetor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I understand that there was a lot of battles where the Primarch or Karn
Present.
wasn't present, but I always like. I mean, if you have the option, Garland Serlac. You know what I'm saying? This guy. He's such an ultimate badass. Like he was there. You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to put them in the armies. I mean, one, you get a feel for, I want to fight alongside Karn. I mean, he was such an inspiration to everybody. I mean,
Even
whether
me.
it was like
Yeah.
in the arenas, in the pits. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was leading the army as the general of this army, and Karn's on the battlefield, it makes me feel like, hey, I'm empowered. I have this, even though I'm in charge, I have this superpower walking across the battlefield.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
and I always look at stuff like that. Like my Iron Warriors don't need Perturabo. You know what I'm saying? They function because I mean I look at them as, they were spread out across the galaxy on so many different worlds, fulfilling roles just like fortifying planets and worlds and stuff like that. That they were able to operate independently from their main badass Primarch or their main badass special character or anything like that. Now in a major role or something like that, you always had Perturabo, which would pour it in with his Iron Circle and just start kicking ass. But
Yeah.
I think that the Iron Warriors were more of a rank and file army that were
No, yeah.
and under any circumstance they wouldn't break. Like, I mean, they would take it down to the last man. And if they lost, they lost. I mean, it was like, hey, we did what we were supposed to do. Whereas I think my world leaders, they are always led by like the special character, or there's always got to be that guy that's like, with me, and everybody
Yeah.
charges in, and,
Yeah.
and there it is, and
See, I get
and,
that. I get that.
See, I'm a very much creating a background for whatever. Like, I'm very much a my dudes kind of guy.
Right.
So for me, I
Yeah.
always have I create these really unique characters to lead my army. Like I'm not a big special characters guy. I don't really take my Primarch that often, even when I play my Ultramarines. But I get it. That's a big appeal, and I think if I played World Leaders, I'd have Karn for sure. Honestly, he's just too cool not to play with.
His greatest character in 40K.
I'm considering just buying the 40K Karn just to paint because he looks awesome.
Dude,
he looks so awesome.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Simon. I wanted to ask you, especially, and this is one of those questions that has been eating at me for a while. What do you think of? Since you are an Ultramarines player, what do you think of Gilman coming back?
I'm excited about it. Ever since when I first joined, I've been playing Warhammer and playing Ultramarines for 6 or 7 years now, I think. Probably.
I met you, yeah.
Yeah, so I've always been excited, when I read this stuff in like the codexes and stuff that there's rumors that he was healing. I always hoped that it would happen. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't read that much of the Gathering Storm stuff, so I can't really
They're
make
good.
It's good.
It's decent. All right, so for me, I like that Gilliman's back. I like that Magnus is back. It's very interesting. I feel like the Gathering Storm was a bit cartoonish compared to what you read in Aaron Dembski Bowden's, Black Legion shit. But it's good. So yeah, I recommend reading it.
He was the one that was most likely to come back because he was in stasis.
Yeah.
He was. You knew where he was. He wasn't in the warp. He wasn't. He wasn't.
The signs were always there.
Yeah. They left it open.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually pretty excited about the Primaris Marines. I think seeing the interactions with other chapters and stuff is going to be really cool. And I really liked the changes that Games Workshop has teased for 8th. If I'm gonna be totally honest. For me, I think the whole thing is pretty cool. I'm excited, but like I said, I've said it 100 times. I don't get to play that much anymore, so it's just I think the background story is pretty cool.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Heresy's still my main jam. I'll say that much.
For sure. Well, and it sets that tone. Honestly, I love both games. I was telling Chris I love both games. I love playing, 40K, dude. I brought, even my list at Alamo. Yes, I had the Cabal in it, but also I had 10 Rubric Marines in a squad.
You took Thousand Suns. Huh?
I took Real Truth to 1,000 Suns, and it was very zinchy. It was fun, but I love that. I love that idea that when Magnus came back, he messed up. He destroyed basically the Fenris system. He came back, and now he is a presence within the Imperium himself. He brought back, he brought the planet of sorcerers into reality.
Yeah, which is cool.
Right, when he fought Gilliman, that was one of the most epic, badass fights. You were like, Gilliman's about to die. Here he is. He just, and then also the Sister of Silence come in, and he's still getting beaten up because Magnus doesn't, he doesn't really need his powers to beat him because he's just, he's swollen. You know what I mean? He's still the big brother. He's still the biggest of all the Primarchs.
He's a big guy, dude. For you,
dude, he's a beast. But Gilliman's just like, no, and he gets that one epic stab and pushes him into the webway. So it keeps him away from him. So Magnus is like, shit. Well, now I have to go back to home. I'm tired of this shit. He's like, whatever. I'll go plot my own shit. But my thing is I don't understand. It's have we ever read anything that had Gilliman and Magnus hate each other?
No, and that was the thing. I felt Games Workshop was a little heavy-handed with how they did that.
Yeah, I feel like it's just because they didn't want to put out Mortarion yet.
Well, even Mortarion, I feel like doesn't even really fit. I feel like Fulgrim and Lorgar are Gilliman's too.
Yeah,
that he hates.
Fulgrim trolls Gilliman the whole.
That's true. He does that crown, right?
Right. Yeah. He's trolling all that. And I'm like, just appear and Fulgrim's gonna be looking glorious.
Oh, dude, I'm excited for the Emperor's Children stuff that's gonna come out. Honestly, and I'm the most excited for the Khorne stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
Going back to y'all's earlier conversation, World Leaders and Khorne are pretty dope.
Yeah.
If the Berserkers had some cooler models, I'd probably be playing a Khorne army instead of an Ultramarines army.
Dude, honestly,
goody, Simon.
You get them both. Honestly, that's the thing. The iconic armies, and I saw the rumors, the leak of what the Khorne Berserkers are supposed to be like. probably the most premier of all the Space Marines in close combat.
Yeah,
from
which
both sides.
they deserve.
Which makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, when you got Karn, you know, Karn the Betrayer, he's like the ultimate Mary Sue in the fluff. Like, he kills a Reaver Titan by himself.
I mean, to be fair, I've seen Heresy Karn kill a Warhound, so I feel like
it's not out of the realm. But going back to it, going back to like the fluff, I'm really inspired by 8th edition to start something new, right?
Right.
Looking towards it, and I'm like, okay, so I was talking with my gaming group, and I was talking about with guys, and I was just like, what do I want to start?
Yeah.
Do I want to start a loyalist army? Which I know that's blasphemy.
Yeah.
You're not a loyalist guy.
I know. But like, do I want to? And what would be the best fit for me? But what would fit within the edition? And I'm thinking to myself, since I'm renewed within this whole kick of the hobby, right? I like I said, the Traitor Legions, they're always going to be my favorite thing in the world. Because they're
your boys.
They're my boys. Yeah. I mean, it's like I feel with you guys. Like, dude, yeah, you got dick. That's how I feel.
And here's the thing. I don't even like to call them Traitor Legions.
Oh man, oh boy, here we go.
Maybe like Emperor Impaired, or what I'm saying, like, I mean,
you're a traitor, Josh.
I can understand.
You're a traitor.
I understand loyalists because they're loyal to the Emperor, right? But that doesn't necessarily make them traitors. I mean, traitors so negative. How about this?
Are they the Awakened?
They woke? Would you say that?
Yeah.
Are they woke?
Awoken?
They're woke.
They're woken.
Yeah, they're not. They're not the blind anymore. They're not the sheeple. You know what I mean? They're just kind of like, dude. They're
wake up, people! Come on.
The loyalists are the ones that are actually, still sleeping. The enlightened.
Right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
I see it. I mean, like, dude, it was like I'll tell you. I read a short story, and it's in the Treacheries of the Space Marines. It's a compilation of short stories, right?
Right. Yeah.
And one of the stories is about a Sons of Gilliman chapter. The Sons of Gilliman. It's a company, and they turn away from the Emperor, and they do it for a reason that like you completely respect. It's like they come to this backwater world, which they're supposed to exterminate. They're supposed to do all this stuff too, because there's like a chaos threat, and they defeat the chaos, and they're like, well, why do I have to kill all these people? It's like, oh, well, why do I have to hand these keys over to a weak governor or whatever? And he's just like, he goes, ultimately, after he kills the governor, he's like, well, I'm defining what it should be, what mankind should do. And like, he has this whole sense of honor to himself. Like, the reason why he rebelled, because he's tired of the totalitarian empire that he fights for. He's tired of this whole belief system that is just so outdated that he
doesn't get to make those decisions, Bridges.
But he did, and that was cool. It was cool, and he was like, he's one of the closest. Like, he goes, I don't spit on my father's gene, but I do spit on the Emperor that forged him. And it was just like, I was like, man, that's fucking deep.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is deep. I like that.
Yeah, but yeah, like, go ahead.
Now I really get the feel that like you always hear, them refer to him as our father, or stuff like that. You know, but very rarely do you hear the Emperor refer to him as his sons. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
I think
he doesn't care for him though.
I mean, right.
Like, I mean, you read Master of Mankind, which very good book. Like,
see, I can argue with that, with the Emperor's Betrayal with you all day, Bridges, with that, because I feel like people see the Emperor how they want to see him. So I feel like
I don't see him as evil. Like, I don't see the Emperor as evil. I see him as the man that realizes what was necessary for mankind that may have not gone the right way. And I think the problem with the Emperor is like, yes, his intentions were good, but he was wrong in the way he applied it. And
what's the saying?
That's what caused a lot of this turn.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, right?
Exactly.
He would be the Dr. Manhattan. The Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
I mean, now. Yeah.
Now I
Like
look
he
at
got too
horse.
big for his britches. Like he's looking at the like he can see the end game and he knows where it's going, but
Right.
he doesn't give us any credit because
Right.
we're just plebeians. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he doesn't see the forest from the trees, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the whole
Yeah.
that's the whole point. He's looking so far ahead that he misses something.
Right.
And and that's like the thing is like that's why like I look at like the way they've written Abaddon of recent, especially like he's this warrior sage, you know what I mean? This leader of men, not a leader of gods. You know what I mean?
Which is pretty
And
cool.
That's a very unique, and it's like when you read Talon Horse, right? Right.
Of course.
And it's like when they depict Abaddon in that book, it's like, yeah, I would follow this guy like 100%. Like he's reasonable,
Yeah, dude. ADB's just too good at that, though, dude.
But yeah, he makes you love the traders. He makes you love them. But that's how it is.
Let me say something right quick.
Sure.
Since you brought up Abaddon, right? After about the 7th Black Crusade, I would have been like, dude, let somebody else take it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, you done shot, you like whiffed it, like
you farted,
like,
you slipped.
You're not even getting us a good name here. Like,
Yeah, right.
How many Black Crusades do we have to have before you realize, hey, maybe. Yeah.
Why couldn't we just call it raids on real space? Like, oh, Dark Eldar, like, oh, we patent pending. Sorry, patent pending. Well, they retconned it to make it every single Black Crusade was a success.
Yeah, the Games Workshop realized, oh fuck, Abaddon's a meme. We should probably
that was the whole this 13th Black Crusade marked the.
This is the real one for real.
This is for real. Yeah, it's like for Revenge of the Sith again. You know what I mean?
Again, it's like
it's
Return of the Planet of the Universe of the Fast and Furious Apes. You know, you're like,
right.
What the fuck is this,
dude? No,
you just don't get it, dude. Come on.
No telephone poles anywhere. So
Look, Abaddon's playing 40 chess. All right.
Yeah, right, dude. He's playing the long war. And my thing about it is, like, you look at it, like, from his perspective, he's destroyed each of these pylons so that the warp can establish itself within the Imperium. Like, you look at the map now, it's split in half.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
You got an East and West Rome thing going on right now. So
yeah, I'm curious how that's going to go down.
I feel like, because some of the chapters, like at the end of Gathering Storm, like the Raven Guard, they don't respect Gilliman. They leave the Kirkardons and all that. Like there's some chapters that just don't want to follow him.
Where's your dad, Raven Guard? Oh, that's right. He ran away like a bitch. I forgot.
You mean not Kurs? You mean old not Kurs?
Yeah, you mean
you mean old wannabe Kurs? You mean old wannabe Kurs? Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to be emo, but
yeah, he just wasn't man enough to be Kurs, no.
Korax wants to be hardcore, but his mom won't let him.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
that's cute. He has a mom. But yeah, no, but the Raven Guard had a reason though. Like they were pushed to the forefront. They had lost a lot of dudes, and they're like, you know what, dude? Why would we want to be sent to the blender for somebody we don't even believe in?
Boo-hoo.
You know. Yeah, so they ran off and did their
My life's hard. I'm a space marine. Oh,
I know, right? Like, yeah. Never mind the thousands, millions, and billions of guardsmen that are being just thrown to the meat grinder.
It's like I don't like that I have to fight. For
the glory of the Emperor, poor guy, dude. Like, fuck. I don't know. I mean, the baddest person in that fucking book is like Saint Celestine though, because she's a bad bitch.
So do you think she and Gilliman are banging? I mean, they are, right? Probably.
I feel like I said, I feel like Saint Celestine and Abaddon had this love thing going on.
Yeah.
No, it's like a love triangle, right? It's like
a love.
It's
like
Abaddon.
It's like Sundari type thing.
Yeah, right. It's like this big. It's just
Wolverine. And she's like Jean Grey, like Cyclops woman.
She's like torn between the prince and the scoundrel. You know. It's like, yeah, it's tough. It's a tough choice she has, so she chooses to kill herself. Oh, poor girl. I don't know. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for the next books that are coming out for the Heresy.
Yeah, dude.
I'm rereading the first Heretic. You know,
Man, you know what?
go ahead.
You know what I've been doing lately is I didn't realize quite how good the audiobooks were for
Very
the
good.
Heresy.
Yeah.
Because I've been trying to, don't tell GW, but I've been trying to find. They're expensive, so I don't want to buy them. So if anyone's got the hookup for those,
Get them Zach. Zach's got them all.
does he really?
God, Zach, why does he hold out on us? Like, seriously?
Why is it gotta be like that?
He's got like a flash drive with like all the fucking audiobooks on.
Are they digital books or are they the audio books?
Dude, I don't fucking. What do you mean digital? No, audio. Like they talk to you.
Okay,
Brother,
good.
my brother's always like brother.
Brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, because he
Talking
knows
about
the voices. Yeah. Brother.
Brother.
But no, I was okay. So I was listening to Betrayer the other day, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
which is great. But
Sorry.
holy shit, does Lord guy sound like a fucking bitch, dude? Jesus Christ.
Audio, they're hit or miss.
I mean, I like it. Lord guy sound like a bitch. It perfectly fits my agenda.
How does Angron sound? Is just like
Angron sounds dope, dude. Like Angron, Karn, all like especially
Karn's
Skarl,
Karn's
the
Russian.
Destroyer
Skarl.
sounds dope, dude.
I hated the one of the unremembered Empire portrayal of the voice of Kurz. He sounds like that, just like the freaking like yeah, like Schmeagol. And then you got then you got like the what's the Pharaoh's one. He just sounds like fucking regal as fuck. He's like a deep voice, like just like chilling and shit. It's like that's Kurz. You know what I mean? That's the Zos of hell.
No, dude, Kurz is a bitch. Fuck you, Bridges.
Kurz kicks the shit out of your dad. Come on, bro.
My dad could beat up your dad.
Your dad always gets beaten up.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I do get a little salty about that sometimes. I'm like, all right. When did Gilman become?
Sometimes.
Like, when did Gilman become Worf from Star Trek, dude? We hear about Gilman is, but he never actually gets to do anything into his ass kicked.
I made a remark about that. Like, I was like reading the Gathering Storm, and like I'm like, he's getting in a fist fight with Magnus, and Magnus is just like, oh, cute, and just like throwing around, beating his ass.
Bullshit, because Magnus is a fucking nerd, dude.
Magnus
fucking
is
lame.
just fucking like, Magnus gives him a wedgie. Like, at one point, he has him in a headlock and gets a wet willy. And I was just like, what the fuck? What's going on here? It's like some girl. He's like, stop it. I was just like, come on, don't do this to me. I was like, make him the man that we want him to be. Like the Imperial needs a man in their relationship. They don't need like the continued backstabbing dude. They need a man.
I'm just saying we talk about how cool Gilman is, but then we don't actually see him do anything cool. I'm just saying, it's a little bullshit.
Yeah, we see his gasket. No, he did beat Scarbrand.
Oh, did he really? I'll take it.
But Scarbrand is an idiot. Let's talk about that for a second, okay? Your bro, right? Fate Weaver has them all trapped. Fate Weaver's like, oh, hey, guess what? I made his ultimate plan. These dumbasses fell for it. They're trapped. They're in the maelstrom. You got freaking Huron whatever the frick Huron Blackheart, just like laughing his ass off because Red Corsairs are like, oh, they're in our place. Abaddon can come here and kill him whenever he wants to. We have him trapped.
Don't they steal them at Crag's Honor too, right?
They can't. They still have it.
That's just, man. I'm a little.
It's now.
See, what the fuck is this about? All right.
That's now a Red Corsair ship.
That's fucking bullshit. All right, fuck you, Games Workshop.
So here we are sitting here, and I'm reading this book. I'm sitting myself. I'm like, oh wow, hey, freaking Fate Weaver actually did something useful instead of shitting the bed with his failed perils and killing himself. No, he did something good. All right.
Is that what happens to your Fate Weaver?
Yeah, like the dude. Scarbrand goes, no, I want to take his skull. So he leads a freaking Khorne battalion against the freaking Zinch demons, batters defenses. Then just enough time so Cypher can help Gilliman. And he was like, oh, hey, here's Cypher. Help Gilliman escape. And all his posse escape.
Like and then,
huh?
A Cypher or the Cypher?
We don't know if it's the Cypher.
No one's sure, yeah.
All we know is that this Cypher gets dicked in the ass by Gilliman. and it
As
sucks.
then Gilman's like, "Hey, you can talk to the Emperor," and then he's like, "Hey, fuck
Yeah,
you, can't
I
talk to
was
the
like,
Emperor."
and Cypher's just like, dude, dick,
Big
move.
move, Gilman.
It's like, you dick. And now it's like, now I feel like Gilman like marked himself for death. No,
It's like that's
because
like
Cypher's
okay,
pretty
so
awesome.
like Gilman's like the jock, and he needs like tutoring so he can pass his class.
Yeah,
He's like, "I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with my
The
super
cheer-
hot girlfriend's friend." Doesn't do it.
Yeah,
doesn't do it like
Then doesn't do it. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
disowns him at the party, like pretends he's not even there. And
Yeah, he's like, "I don't know this fucking. Who invited this nerd?"
nerd. They're all like wedging, and Cypher just looks at him and goes, "I'll remember it, motherfucker. I'll remember that shit."
He's like, he's like, "Don't come. Some of you all right? Don't come to school tomorrow."
Yeah, right. I'm gonna shoot this bitch up. Brings a trench coat. Oh, it's like, God damn, quit being so emo, Cypher. Calm down.
I mean, it fits with Cypher, dude. He's even got the big billowing cloak.
Right.
You paint it black. He's just a classic school shooter look, dude.
Yeah.
Columbine. Yeah.
Columbine Cypher. Oh. So, but yeah, no, that was the whole thing. It was an interesting story. It was too cartoony for me. It wasn't well written. I did not like the second book. I didn't like that one. The first one was good. The second one sucked. You know, I just didn't get it. Although I loved, like, my girl Lilith kicked the shit out of the main character.
Hesprax?
Yeah, Hesprax, dude. She's a babe of 40K. She's a babe.
Yeah, she is.
She's actually like yeah, she joins the good guys at the end and all that stuff, and it's like, oh, cute. You know what I mean?
Does she really?
Oh, yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I'll help you out, blah blah. And then Deck's like, man, fuck this shit. He's like, I hate gods. But yeah, I don't know. So the Gathering Storm's cute and stuff, and it's not well written. So
Bridget's like, it's not for me.
It's shite.
It's just, you know, I don't want to say it's like shit. It's good for what it is. It feels like a comic book, though.
Oh, I kind of think that's what GW's been going for lately. I feel like kind of.
Yeah, but you look at the Forge World books, and they're more like realistic science bullshit. You know what I mean? It's not.
Right,
it's not.
Isn't that the point though? Is like, you know, you want fun, cartoony. You know, you do 40K. If you want hardcore, gritty seriousness, you play 30K, right?
I guess so. I
don't know. That's
that's like that part in the comic book where like the eyes all go anime, all big headed, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking, you got Gilliman just like powering up for a full episode. He's just like fucking Magnus is just sitting there. Magnus is sitting there. He's already like Super Saiyan 3. You know, Magnus.
No, they're both doing that at the same time. There's just like we have 4 filler episodes of them powering up all the.
What an epic anime that would be, though, right? What an epic anime! I mean, come on,
dude. I'd pay good money to see an animated version of the Horse Heresy. Hey.
Dude, like seriously, I don't know, but it's
like you know, Attack on Titan style. I'd be about it.
Yeah,
like you know.
Pokemon,
like
whatever.
Not Pokemon. Like I mean, yeah. You know, like, even like I'm super stoked about the Gunslinger coming out. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Which one?
Gunslinger. Like Stephen King's The Gunslinger with Idris Elba. And a lot of people were up in arms.
Dope, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah, a lot of people were mad that.
Freaking awesome.
A lot of people were pissed at his Idris Elba, and I was like, nah, dude, Idris Elba's dope. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, first choice, of course, would have been like Clint Eastwood, you know, but he's too old as fuck. He's old as fuck, man. Shit, you know, you can't do it no
doesn't work.
Clint Eastwood's my hero.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
I
guess.
You know, I was watching the other day though. I was watching Quigley Down Under. Such a good movie. Quigley Down Under. Have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen that one.
Josh, you seen Quigley?
What? Oh, fuck yeah, man. Dude, Quigley Down Under is the shit.
I love it.
I love me some Tom Selleck. Yeah.
I want to grow up to be like him, too.
Was that a Tom Selleck movie?
Let's do what?
Yeah, he's in Australia.
Is that a Tom Selleck movie?
He's with
fuck.
Professor Snape is the bad guy.
Of course he is.
So, what's up, Josh? What are you going to say?
Let's go. Let's go to the chat a little bit. Catch up with some of our guys here in chat.
They're probably a little bitter.
I can't get my shit. Scroll.
We're not acknowledging them.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all just going off with.
Only,
Talking
only,
shit.
there's only 3 people. You know.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's see.
No, just beat him.
Talking shit. I gotta pass the fuck out.
I don't know. Okay, that's when Simon was still in the chat. Okay, let's see. Go
It's only
further.
11 o'clock, Bridges. Come on. Don't be a bitch.
Personality-wise, Mortarian, the caffeine-free Pepsi of the Primarchs. I'd have to disagree, Sam. I think Dorn was the Pepsi-free, caffeine-free. Like, I think he was like the new Coke. Like, he was like definitely the new Coke. It tasted like Pepsi-free. Yeah, I mean that's what I'd probably put Dorn.
Dorn has no personality.
Man, why y'all hating on Dorn? It's like my, I'm gonna have to. I'll fight you.
I'm gonna say this. I like Dorn. I like the Imperial Fist. They're cool. Way cooler than many of the other loyalists.
Way cooler than the Iron Warriors, that's for sure.
No. Bertarab was.
I could see Mortarian though being a little not watered down, but a little like I mean like okay, so Kurz and all them are moody and emo and stuff like that. Mortarian is just like the smelly kid in class. I don't know. I mean, what would you put Mortarian as? Like, I mean,
he's a hypocrite, that's for sure.
Yeah, like, I don't like chaos. So wait.
Well, my thing is, he's like, sorcery is bad. Goes on to sacrifice a bunch of his Death Shroud to summon a demon.
That's a fair point, bro. That's pretty.
Yeah, that is.
Those poor fucking Death Shroud. Like they just wanted to follow him.
Well, it's like my whole thing is it's like Mortarian's like, fuck you, Magnus. Sorcery is bad, except when I do it, then it's okay. And it's like, dude, come on.
I feel bad for Magnus. Like, dude, of all the Primarchs, like, have you guys read the Primarch book for Magnus?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll tell you this: the 2 things I noticed from that book, Magnus.
I heard there's a pretty gay bromance.
He's pretty awesome. He's a good guy. Like, dude, I would be best friends with Magnus. And freaking Percherab.
No, here's the thing. I tell you what, like I had a thing for Magnus. I love 1,000 Suns until he fucking walks out. Like he walks out.
Yeah, he dips out. He's like, sorry guys, I can't do it.
I can't watch my kids die, so I'm just gonna bail. Aramon, fucking shit's yours. Take it. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can. I guess make them all ghosts and shit. But I'm out. Peace. Later. I'll be back in 10,000 years to fight.
Well, my thing that gets me with Magnus is like at the battle of Prospero, right? He's like, don't fight, guys, don't do it. Like he didn't have the grace to give up, but he also didn't have the. He just like, but if you're gonna quit for real. Like he just cues such an indecisive little bitch. He's like, oh wait, no, I don't actually want to do that.
He should have fought. Like he should have.
Yeah, I mean either fight or give up. You can't do both.
That's why we had Aramon. Like, dude, Aramon, like he was like, dude, hey, you know what? I'm the man.
He's like, fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, props to Aramon for pulling this shit together. You know what I'm saying? And he made the hard call. You know what I'm saying? He made the rubric. He made he entombed all his brothers into into their armor. You know what I mean? He made the hard call.
But at least he made He made the decision. He's a decision maker.
He stepped up when it mattered. He saw his Legion getting absolutely fucked, and he was like, I'm going to try and fix this.
Well, that's a testament how shitty you are.
But Magnus fucking was such a letdown. I mean, as big as he was, you know what I'm saying? As hard as he tried, as many rules as he broke to try to warn him, he bails out on his sons. Like, you know what, dude? That is like a chicken shit move. I mean, that's
dude.
That's
seriously, like,
Magnus,
He could have killed Russ if he wanted to.
I don't know. He used at full power and Russ still baned the fuck out of him, dude.
I mean, Russ, there was sister silence everywhere.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Magnus is a bitch.
Magnus is not. He's just, Russ is just a dirty little cheater, just like he is when he tried to fight freaking Angron, because we all know how that ended.
Oh, yeah.
Angron gave him an wedgie.
Russ won, obviously. Come on.
Russ
did y'all even read the book? Come on, jeez.
Yeah, Russ couldn't even sit down for a while. So
I love fucking with you guys.
I mean, I love Russ. Yeah, Liam Russ is my favorite loyalist Primarch.
He's all right.
He's my favorite. And then Vulcan. I feel like Vulcan's like I always forget about him. because he's very forgettable.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way: he didn't do much. You know, I'm not trying to be an asshole about it or nothing.
The worst. Listen, we can all agree the worst prime mark is freaking the Lion because he's an asshole and he can't play along with anybody.
I mean, I was gonna say Lorgar, but
well, no, dude, Lorgar's a poet, man. You know, Lorgar gets it. But
Lorgar's a bitch.
No, Erebus is a bitch.
We kind of beat the shit out of
No bias. I'm not biased at all.
I mean, like Lorgar, like he has his place, but the Lion, he's just a dick, dude. He's just a dickhead. Like
yeah, I can agree with that.
He just literally just will be obstinate to freaking like Gilliman, and Gilliman's like, dude, bro, like, come on, like, I'm not just telling you to do something.
Like, why you gotta be like that, dude?
Like seriously, and it's like, dude, just you know what, just go away, go find the con, we'll trade you out.
yeah, go back to Caliban.
Yeah, right. Why don't you just sit there and blow up, bitch? I hate the freaking.
We like Luther better.
Yeah, we like Luther. You know what? Luther is a better leader than the freaking Lion. The Lion's a joke.
Yeah, Gilliman's probably like, where's Luther at? I like him. I get along with him.
He's like, I want to talk to a real leader. All the Dark Angel fans are like,
the Dark Angel Army. They had the baddest looking models, the robes, the robes. The Watcher was all secretive and little, like they had midgets in the arm. You know what I mean? All in all, I'm looking at these guys and they were like, I'm like, Dark Angels for life. Dark Angels, baby. I love the Dark Angels until fucking he takes off his helmet and the fucking golden locks flow. And I'm like,
dope.
He's fucking blonde. He's fucking blonde.
Yes.
I was like,
and I'm socially awkward. He like some girl walks in the room and he just freezes up. He's like, it's like, sir, we're about to attack the world eaters. What do we do?
He's like, who is that?
Is
that the way it went down?
Obviously.
I mean, Simon and I were actually there when it happened.
He's like, look at my muscle. Look at my muscle. Oh yeah, you like that?
It was pretty pathetic, honestly.
He's trying to lift, and then his brothers come in, and he's just kind of like feel like give him a noogie and shit. Say, hey, why don't you go play with the ball out there?
I was embarrassed for him, honestly.
Honestly, yeah, I was like, oh, this is horrible.
I was like, this is awkward. It's one of those things you want to look away, but you just can't.
I'm pretty sure Simon shouted, "Get a haircut, hippie."
Yeah, you fucking queer. Get your haircut.
Whoa.
Whoa, you're right. Too far. You're right. It's 2017.
2017, bro. Not okay.
You're right.
Dude, I got freaking hair in my mouth. What the hell?
I apologize, guys. I apologize. I didn't mean to offend anyone.
You offended me. Obviously.
Well, I don't really care if I offended you, Bridges.
So.
I love facts. I just had a discussion earlier about a 4-minute man-on-man sex scene.
Yeah, I remember when I came across that in the book, I was like, man, this is like an entire chapter of gay sex, dude. I don't really know how I feel about this. It's one of those things I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, oh, we're gonna be like that. All right,
It's like that. Where's Ryan? Are you still here, Ryan?
I'm still here, baby. Sorry, I'm reading a chat. I'm on my phone actually because I have this freaking cool ass phone, so I can actually do all the Google Hangouts on there. But the only thing is I can't do it like a computer. I can't just follow the chat.
So it's not that cool then.
Shit, all right. Oh,
hey, Gooch, get with my brother. Hit him up on Facebook. He's got the Drive. I don't have the Drive. No, I have Drive. I have best Drive, baby. But Overdrive, like Warp Drive, I got the Drive. But no, my brother's got here. What?
It's that Overdrive, man.
Overdrive.
The boss bass treble. Okay, never mind.
No, not a musician. I sing.
Just get out of here with your band shit.
I already got out of here.
Just give me a hard time, pal.
I'm just washed up.
David Sampson says that the Dorn can climb a wall of dicks.
He's right.
Damn right.
You know what, dude?
Dave, you
I
guys are
love you, son.
bullies. Man, I'm still bummed I missed out on Alamo. I wish I could have been there.
Oh my God, that was so much fun.
Waller there.
I think it was Chris and Jay and I just sitting at the bar, drunk as shit between rounds. You know, talking about like how it was going over there and talking about how it was going at 40K. And you know, I mean, God, I enjoyed it. I didn't want to come back to real
We
world.
gotta Bridges. We gotta go out. We gotta get Web Dog to go out with us sometime.
Weber like just spurns my invitations, just spits on them.
He's just too cool for
Weber,
us, dude.
he's too cool for me now, and
You know,
like,
he hates Warhammer now.
I don't know why you hate like. Well, why is there so much hate for the game? Like seriously, it's
Who?
changing for the better.
Weber?
He should really, with how bitter he is, he should be an Iron Warriors player.
Oh, shut
shit.
up. Shut up.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
Is that where you go with that? You go with the Iron Warriors? Yeah.
I'm just saying, they came off as pretty bitter in the Forge World books.
I got the bitter because you know they do something better than their brother. They don't get any recognition.
Well,
That's right. That's right.
you should speak up.
It's like when you build that when you do that group project, you know, and like you work really hard on it, and you have that one like loudmouth that doesn't do shit, and then you come back and it's like he claimed all the credit for it, and he gets like all the accolades, and you're just sitting there as like the standby dude, like kind of like the subordinate. It's like, man, fuck that
Speak
guy.
up, dude. Come on. That's when you gotta be like, actually, I did all the work. Come on.
That's when you rape him at the next party. What?
Whoa.
Wait.
Party foul.
Raped him?
We know how Bridges deals with disputes.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
whatever. I have problems. I have issues. I have to deal with them my own time.
It's all right, dude. You know, whatever.
Hey,
Look, you do
So-
you, all right, Bridges? You do what works for you.
So yeah.
But no, you know, I'm trying to get this Imperial Fist Army done before I gotta migrate up to Nebraska. You know.
Ugh.
when is that going on, Simon, by the way?
This is August. I move up there August 1st. So I gotta.
You moving to
gotta
Omaha?
No, I'm moving to Lincoln. I'm going to law school up there. So
Oh, Lincoln.
yeah. So I'll be rolling with the Nebraska boys now.
I'm gonna send you over to a couple of places in have friends in Hastings.
Sounds good.
What you said. All right.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'll probably be at Adepticon with y'all this year. So
That'd be fucking titties. Hell yeah. Well, I'm Shanghai and fucking wherever. I mean, Bridges. You're coming
dude,
with me.
we gotta take him
going
now.
this year. I've already told Pretty. I'd come hell or high Bridges. I'm coming, dude.
It's only like a 6 hour. It's only a 6 hour drive for me. So I'll probably, as long as I'm not too busy, I'm gonna try and make it up.
Yeah, like I mean, all you had to do was jump in the fucking truck.
Yeah, you guys might have to make it. But I'll be there.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It was fun, man. The fucking worship, like me and my brother, like
It looked.
we had Danny and
Y'all had a good ass
it
time.
was. Oh yeah, yeah. Most Point was definitely the vehicle to beat them, though.
Be good, dog. You're good. Sleep so I can go fucking this joke at the job tomorrow morning. All right, boys. Y'all take it easy, all right?
Calling
yeah, I think I'm gonna shut it down too, man. Guys,
Sounds
all you
good.
guys in the chat, thanks for tuning in. Gooch, man, Iron Warriors are bitter. Yeah, we are some bitter bitches. But all right, all you guys, take care, man. Thank you for tuning in. You know, I know we had a little bit of a skeleton crew. Simon, thank you for jumping in. I appreciate
yeah, guys,
it,
you know, I'm always around. You know,
and
don't,
you know,
don't exclude me.
yeah, and I know that I don't know if they have Wi-Fi in Nebraska, but when you get there, you.
I hope so.
Yeah, right. They have definitely have a lot of corn. Definitely have a lot of corn.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But all right, guys, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you next week. FRB, baby.
All right, dude.